Hi, hello, welcome to Plus One channel. Hope all are doing good. I'm very happy to know that. And today I am going to teach you about how it is important to have a friend or somebody to share our feelings. Yeah, just listen. Only few people are lucky to have such kind of good relationship, and rest of the people are still in isolation. And then what happens? Yes, depression. It is the worst form of it. And recently you have heard about suicidal attempts made by celebrities, and it is mainly because of their loneliness, anxiety, etc. This chapter is really suggesting solution or remedies for these problems. Can you guess what it will be? Yes, Horegallu. You will be curious to know the word veneer, Horegallu. And you know, literally Horegallu means a stone that can bear our weight. And this chapter is written by Sudhamurthy. This chapter comes under the category of anecdote, means the author Sudhamurthy is sharing her real experience through this chapter. She was born in North Karnataka, and we can see so many Kannada words used in this story. Now, coming back to Horegallu, it means not only giving us physical comfort but also mental comfort. So, after reading this chapter with me, you want to comment how many of you have the true Horegallus in your life and those who don't have. So, take page number 26 and watch the video.
Horegallu by Sudhamurthy. She is an Indian engineering teacher and Kannada and English author as well as a social worker. Underline social worker. And she is also the chairperson of Infosys Foundation. She was born in North Karnataka, so we can see so many Indian words used in this chapter. As I said earlier, this story is an anecdote, sharing her experience through a story. Now start reading the chapter. Backward, turn backward. O time, in your flight, make me a child again just for tonight. Remembering the good old childhood days often fills our mind with freshness and vigor and revitalizes us enough to go forward with confidence. Horegallu. Hot summer days remind me of my childhood in a little village. There was a large banyan tree right in the middle of the village, and I would spend many hours playing under it during my holidays. The tree was like a massive umbrella with its branches providing much needed shade and succor. Travelers spent some time sitting under it and catching their breath before going on their way. To make them comfortable, there was a Horegallu under the tree. Horegallu literally means a stone that can bear weight, and underline this sentence. It was a large flat stone placed horizontally over two vertical ones. You can see that in the picture, thus making a stone bench on which anyone could sit and rest a while, chat with a fellow traveler, and exchange news of the road. Cool water would be kept in earthen pots near the bench, and people could quench their thirst before starting their journeys again. I am sure similar simple arrangement can be found in villages all over the country. The Horegallu in our village hall special memories for me as it is inextricably linked with my grandfather. He was a retired school teacher and would spend hours every day sitting under the banyan tree and talking to those resting there. When I would get tired of playing, I stands for Sudhamurthy. I would sit next to him and observe the people he was speaking to and listen to their conversation. Most of them were villagers taking a break from their work in the field nearby. They had to walk long distance each day, carrying heavy burden on their head. It also suggests their mental burden. Tired out by the heat, they would drink the cool water, wash their faces with it, and chat with grandfather. Their conversation would be about their daily lives and worries. Master G, this summer has been so hot. I have never seen such dry weather. Or, Master G, it is getting difficult for me to carry these large loads on. Thank God for this Horegallu. I wish my son would help, but he only wants to go to the city. They spoke about the difficulties they lived with. They stands for villagers. My grandfather would only listen to them, underline it, but just talking to him seemed to refresh them for the journey. After some time, they would pick up their burden with some ease and go on their way. The Horegallu was an important feature in their life, and as a child, I would often not understand why they blessed it so often for being there. After all, it was only a stone bench, underline it. It was my grandfather who told me, child, a Horegallu is essential in any journey. We all carry our burden according to our situation capacities. And this is very important paragraph. But every once in a while we need to stop, put down that burden and rest. Only then can we be refreshed enough to pick up the load once more. The Horegallu gives everyone that opportunity to do so. It helps people regain their strength. Later on in life, I got to see something that reminded me of that stone bench once again. Can you guess what it will be? Anyway, continue reading. I was working in Bombay, now Mumbai. One of my colleagues, Rekna, underline, important character in this story, was a senior clerk, middle-aged and always smiling. She had done her graduation and been working in the company for nearly 25 years. She went about her repetitive, mundane work with an infectious cheerfulness. Every day, during the lunch hour, she would sit with some person in one of the rooms and they would have long chats. I would often wonder what they talked about. One day, I finally asked her, Retna, what do you talk with each person for the whole lunch hour? Retna smiled and said simply, they share their troubles with me. But how can you solve the troubles of so many people? Do you always have an answer for them? No, I only listen. And that is enough. That solves the problem. I was young and incredulous at such a simplistic outlook. But Rekna answered with the same patience and affection that she must have used with all my colleagues. I am not a trained counselor or an intellectual. No one can solve your problem. You have to do it yourself. And how do you help them? By listening to them. God has given me 2 ears to listen to others. I hear them out with sympathy and without any judgment. When a person in trouble or under a lot of strain finds an outlet for his worries, it relieves half his burden. I thought for some time and said, but don't you ever break the confidence and tell others the secret you hear, even by mistake? Not even in my dreams. I consider that to be the worst kind of betrayal. I don't think there is a greater sin than betraying someone's confidence. They tell me their worries because they know I will never talk about it or gossip about it to another person. Only when they know their words are secure with me can they talk to me freely. This way I relieve their burden for a short while till they are ready to pick themselves up and carry on with their journey. Her words uncannily echoed my grandfather, underline it, sitting on the stone bench under the banyan tree. Perhaps in their own small ways, without access to greater wealth, both these people were doing tremendous social service. Underline both. It means grandfather and Rekna. No one thought of acknowledging their work or rewarding them for it, but they continued to do so, as these acts of kindness gave them joy. If ever now I happen to pass a Horegallu in a village, I remember them and wish there were many more of them in this world. Underline this paragraph. This is how the chapter ends, and be thorough with the character sketch of grandfather and Rekna and copy this to your English notebook. സോ ഹൊറിഗല്ലു എന്ന വാക്കിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം എന്താണെന്ന് ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലായി കാണും അല്ലേ? നമ്മുടെ വിഷമങ്ങൾ ഇറക്കി വയ്ക്കാൻ ഒരു സ്പേസ് നമുക്ക് എപ്പോഴും ആവശ്യമാണ്. അതായത് ഒരുപാട് ജോലി ചെയ്ത് ടയേർഡായിട്ട് വരുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ റെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്. അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ മെൻ്റൽ സ്ട്രെസ്സും കുറയ്ക്കാൻ ഒരു നല്ല വ്യക്തി നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്. അതിൻ്റെ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ആയിട്ടാണ് സുധാമൂർത്തി നമുക്ക് കാണിച്ചു തരുന്നത്. ആരൊക്കെയാണ്? ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഫാദറിനെയും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ രത്ന. ഇവർ രണ്ട് പേരും അവരുടെ കുറച്ച് സമയം മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാറ്റിവെക്കുകയാണ്. അത് മാറ്റിവെക്കുന്നതുകൊണ്ട് മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് വളരെ സ്ട്രെസ് റിലീഫ് ഉണ്ടാവുന്നു. അതും അവരിൽ വളരെ പോസിറ്റീവായിട്ട് റിസൾട്ടാണ് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്നത്. സോ നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫിലും ഇതേപോലെ എല്ലാവരുടെ ലൈഫിലും ഒരുപാട് സ്ട്രെസ്സും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്കൊക്കെ എന്താവശ്യമാണ്? ഇതേപോലത്തെ ഹൊറിഗല്ലൂസ് ആവശ്യമാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് പറ്റുമെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കുറേ കഴിയുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഓവർലോഡാവും. നമുക്ക് സ്ട്രെസ്സ് ഓവർലോഡ് ആയി കഴിയുമ്പോൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. അങ്ങനെ വരുമ്പോഴാണ് പലവരും ഡിപ്രസ്ഡ് ആവുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലൈഫ് തന്നെ വേണ്ട എന്ന് വെക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ സുധാമൂർത്തി എന്താണ് പറയുന്നത്? എത്ര ബോറിംഗ് ലൈഫാണെങ്കിലും നമുക്കൊരു നല്ലൊരു ഷെയറിങ് പാർട്ട്ണർ ഉണ്ടായാൽ നമ്മുടെ പ്രോബ്ലങ്ങൾ കുറയ്ക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. സോ ഇതാണ് ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ സമ്മറി. യെസ്, കൗൺസിലിംഗ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നൊരു തീമും കൂടി ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. നല്ലൊരു ട്രെയിൻഡായിട്ട് കൗൺസിലർ എങ്ങനെയാണോ നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫ് ഹാപ്പി ആക്കുന്നത്, അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് നമുക്ക് നല്ലൊരു കൗൺസിലറേക്കാളും കൂടുതൽ നല്ലൊരു ഫ്രണ്ട് ഉണ്ട് എല്ലാം ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നല്ല പാരൻസ് ആണെങ്കിലും മതി, നല്ല ടീച്ചേഴ്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും മതി. എന്ത് കാര്യം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നു അതവിടെ ആ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് അവിടെ സീക്രട്ടായിട്ട് ഇരിക്കുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ വരുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ ഹാഫ് ബർഡൻ, നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിലുള്ള സ്ട്രെസ്സും എല്ലാം കുറയ്ക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും. സോ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു തീമും കൂടി ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ അതൊക്കെ ഒന്നും കൂടി അറിയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഈ ചാപ്റ്റർ ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം കൂടി വായിച്ച് നോക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.
Welcome back. And how was the story? Very interesting, right? And very much touching to your heart. Yes, they are the true Horegallus, and the author want to convey this to us. Welcome back. And how was the story? Very much interesting and touching, right? Okay, now we can see the main important characters in this story are Nomida and grandfather. So be thorough with these two characters. Now watch another interesting short video on true friendship. Welcome back. Such a lovely video. Take down the word meaning of inextricably. Second one, incredulous. Third one, mundane. Fourth one, secure. And fifth one, a third form. Time for assignment. Imagine that Nomida get a chance to talk with Retna. And you want to prepare their conversation, and it's scored 6 marks. All the 4 chapters from unit 1, and if there is empowerment, girls won't suffer much, right? And with this I am concluding my video, and next day I will be coming up with unit 2, and until then, bye, take care.